Ah, so we meet again, Canderous. It has been quite a long time.
Joggy?
You know him, Canderous?
He was a warrior under my command up to the Battle of Althir. But I thought...
You thought I was dead, didn't you? You thought all of us that you had sent on that attack had perished. You sent us to die in a foolish attack, while you directed your forces elsewhere. You broke from the battle plan and let us die for it, so that you could have the honor of being the first to kill the enemy commander.
Oh wait, isn't that me? Might have been a different battle. Still. Is this true, Canderous?
I did what was prudent at the time. If I had not done it, the battle would have...
The battle would have been won anyway. I am tired of your excuses, Canderous. I have spent years tracking you down since the clans were banished, and I will not rest until I've had my vengeance.
If you face Canderous, you face me as well. You might not know what that means, but he does.
I am not afraid of you, and if you choose, you can die by his side as well. I challenge you, Canderous. I challenge you to fight the fight you fled that day above Althir, in the dune seas of Tatooine. I will be waiting for you. I have spread the news of the challenge since I learned you had landed on this world. All the surviving Mandalorian clans know of what I do here, and that we shall meet on Tatooine to settle this debt of vengeance once and for all. If you fail to meet me there, you shall be stripped of all honor and forever cast out of our society. It will be you and me alone in the dune seas of Tatooine. A final battle that can only end in death. I shall be waiting for you there, Canderous.
I've been given a challenge I can't ignore. We've got to go to the dune seas of Tatooine, so I can find Joggy and kill him for his insult to me.
What happened out there? Why is Joggy so mad at you?
This is between me and Joggy. You don't have to get involved. If you're lucky, he might spill something before I spread him in a paste over the dunes.
Okay then. Corners have made me nervous ever since we got jumped by that first trio of Sith assassins. It kicked our asses the first times. Aziz, good to see you again.
Oh, it's you again. I'll just let you pass. The boys in the office may need authorization in triplicate, but not me. Good hunting out there.
Thanks. I had something else on Tatooine too, didn't I? One of these guys. Wait, foreign Dasrad. Oh, Gamorrean. Never mind. For a second I thought that might have been the hunter that we've run into a couple of times. But it must not be, because he was definitely a Twi'lek. Okay. Didn't remember that being there. Although that's kind of a silly statement because it implies that I would remember every single refuse pile on every single planet, which is dumb. Still. Dune Sea is not exactly a very specific destination. Unless he's reopen. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say. I already defeated that trap. Evidenced by the sand people bodies over there. Yeah, it just says Dune Seas of Tatooine.
I've been given a challenge I can't ignore. We've got to go to the Dune Seas of Tatooine, so I can find Jagi and kill him for his insult to me. This is between me and Jagi. You don't have to...
Hey Mitchell, how's it going? I did, and then I went back because I realized that I got a little too focused on checking off planets and star maps, and also I was accidentally too efficient for my own good. Basically, I didn't jump around between planets enough to have picked up all my companion quests. So I realized that by finishing Korriban, I basically locked myself out of at least the second half of Karth's companion quest line, and any potential romance option, and possibly also Canderous and Juhani's quest lines. So I reloaded back to right before I took the final test for the Sith Academy and just left the planet, and I've been bouncing around between planets collecting quests, and now we're working on knocking them out. We've gotten everybody's now, I think. Assuming that the two droids don't have companion quests, then we should have everybody's now. We're just looking for Canderous's dude out. He said meet him for a duel in the Dune Sea. It's like, dude, do you know how big the Dune Sea is? What the fuck? It's a big place, but also not that big. I'm also keeping an eye out for Vorn. Even though I can't finish, or probably can't finish the Jeno Harridan questline, because I can't go back to Dantooine. There's nothing new over here. Even though I can't finish it, I might as well get the XP since I'm hopping around anyway. Almost like it's a planet full of sand or something, right? Exactly. Like, you couldn't have been at all more specific. Canderous isn't helpful either. Got out in the middle of the sand, tried to talk to him, and he was just like, I've got to go to the Dune Sea and deal with this. And I'm like, well, here we are. Any hints? No? Fantastic. It goes to the sand people place, right? Yeah. Unless he was over by the sandcrawler somewhere, but... He did say Dune Sea, not Eastern Dune Sea, but that's such a minor nitpick that I'm not even sure if that's like a relevant detail to be honing in on. I didn't get very close to the sandcrawler before, so maybe there's people over here? Or new people?
What is it?
But I just leveled you up. Apparently not. Apparently located to the right of the sandcrawler. Okay. That is the opposite side of the sandcrawler that I went around the first time. Thank you. Gave me a chance in my slow ridiculousness to realize that I hadn't actually leveled up Juhani yet, so suppose there's that. Hey. Oh.
I'm here.
Hello. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh,
So you managed to come after all. I see you brought friends.
You brought some of your own as well.
Ha! Indeed I did. I foresaw that you might need help, so I arranged a distraction.
I came by my own will.
I do not need to hear your excuses, Jedi. I know why he brought you.
No, you
Enough
don't.
of this talk, Joggy. Let's do what we came here to do.
I was saying earlier, guy was scoffing at me. I said something along the lines of, if you want him, you'll have to go through both of us, or something like that. And I was saying, the guy I'm talking to doesn't know what that means, but Canderous does. Most of you are acting like children.
Yes, but children who can... What? You don't know what you're talking about, Jedi.
This is a matter of honor. I cannot stand by this insult. I must do this.
Interesting. I don't know how much I can affect Canderous's character versus how much I'm just going to piss him off. But I did say in the very beginning that I was curious if I could gain his respect enough to start swaying him toward the light side. Why do you need to fight him, Canderous?
He has slandered me and questioned my honor. Among the Mandalore, many have died for lesser insults.
I speak truth, and honor is the question here. The deaths of my comrades, your warriors, is a debt in blood that can only be paid by you. When you saw prospects for glory, you abandoned the plan and left us to die surrounded by enemies.
If I had not attacked when I did, the battle would not have been won so easily.
It would still have been won. You sent your own men to die there, Canderous. I cannot forgive you for what you did to us. You will pay.
That's not the way it happened.
And the Mandalorian culture. Yeah, and I get that. And I don't mean, like... I'm not dumb enough to think that I can make some sort of angelic Jedi out of Canderous. Come on. But... you know how sometimes you can see, or a lot of times, especially in BioWare games, you can kind of see a companion's personality shift a little bit over time. That's more what I meant. I didn't mean, like, turn him into a knight in shining armor or anything that dramatic. Why did you abandon them?
The Althiri were fighting hard. I saw a break in their defenses that left their center exposed. I had to take the chance. If I had not done what I did, many more warriors would have died and the battle would have taken much longer. I stand by my decision.
You coward. You glory hunter. You were given direct orders and were part of a plan. You had a responsibility to us.
I can regret their loss, but it was necessary.
Interesting. I have a feeling... well, don't really know. I was about to say I have a feeling that despite what he says, maybe Canderous wouldn't feel as good about killing Dagi as he claims, simply because he mentioned regretting their loss and he just discovered that Dagi wasn't lost after all. But I feel like smart tactical move would be more persuasive if Jackie knew who I was. Like, some random Jedi companion of Canderous saying that doesn't really mean a whole lot. Coming from Darth Revan, the famed tactician revered by the Mandalorians, supposedly, according to Canderous, for being clever enough to defeat them, calling it a smart tactical move might mean a little bit more, you know? I'm gonna try one of the persuade options. I just don't... I'm trying to decide which one... I don't think I know enough about the Mandalorians to know which one's the... which option's gonna have more pull. I would think the first one. Except that he's clearly acting out of emotion. Although I suppose if he's acting out of emotion, then being reminded that people die in war is not exactly going to calm him down very well either, probably, so. And, even if it only plays out this way in my headcanon, I imagine that since Canderous does know who I am, indirectly complimenting his tactical skill would probably mean something to him, honestly, whether it works or not. Jackie, what he did was a smart tactical move.
He left us to die when his responsibility was to us. Instead, he went hunting more glory for himself.
Interesting. It didn't say fail or success. I wonder if that means the check is still going, like it... I'm working under the assumption that the persuasion check is still, like, going. Like, maybe it depends on what my follow-up is. I'm just debating what's likely to get me the farthest here. And also what the difference in effect is between options 1 and 2. I guess 1 kind of puts a finer point on it. Like, trying to end it quickly could also line up with his hunting more glory theory. There is something to be said for kind of meeting him halfway, basically like a, look, it was a smart tactical move, but I get why it hurts type of thing, with the maybe he shouldn't have left you. The problem is I don't know if it's that kind of, like, concession, or whether it's the no, never mind, you're right kind, if that makes sense. Because I don't want to encourage him in his current, like, thought process. Sorry, I just realized that the subtitle up here, there's a typo, and it says hunting more glory for himself. I'm also hung up on the fact that option 1 says other lives, not more lives. this seems to be the core of the hurt here, is that he perceives Canderous' responsibility as being to them, and that Canderous left them to die. If Canderous had, like, definitively saved, like, an entire planet full of people, that would be one thing. But if he reads this one as trading, say, 6 of his men's lives for 6 other random lives, then that's not really going to get very far in terms of persuading him, if that makes sense. So to boil down the overthinking, I guess, the first and third options could go one of 2 ways. And since I don't know which ways they're going, the second one kind of seems like the safest. He was trying to end it quickly.
At the cost of our lives? He may have saved others in the long run, but why did you have to leave us there to die while you chased glory somewhere else?
Maybe the save others would have been okay
I
after all.
had to take it. It ended the battle quicker than we would have otherwise, and many of our warriors may have died. Mandalore taught us that opportunism and flexibility in battle were to be admired. You may contradict me, but do you contradict him as well?
No, I see that I have been wrong. I have not been true to the teachings of Mandalore. You were right. I was wrong to question your honor, but I must now cleanse mine with my life.
You do not have to do this.
And so it shall be.
Oh, well. I have a feeling it didn't really matter what I would have said there. Kind of like when they give you a dialogue option that has like one word followed by ... you know you're not going to get anywhere no matter which one you choose. I bet this hill's going to be in the way of my jump, isn't it? Hang on, the cat's eating something he's not supposed to be. Never mind, he was eating something he was supposed to be, and I was mixing it up with sounds coming out of the bedroom.
Your wish? You!
Yeah. I think this has affected me in ways I didn't anticipate. I think I'll need time to sort things out. Thanks for what you did. Whatever your intentions might have been. I just need time.